just going to tie everything together in a very few slides. We've talked about us being the fastest fastest growing all-phase MIS supplier, and I think the key thing there is all phase. There's lots of companies out there who do good stuff and have chosen their niche. It might be primary or it might be secondary. Quite often it's a challenge to actually stretch that product upwards or downwards. But we actually fully develop both. We've got a very, very comprehensive set of functionality. I've only been here a few weeks, and what I'm hearing from everyone I speak to is that we looked at Bromcom 3 or 4 years ago. We're looking at it now, and wow, it's come along so far, and it does everything we need. We've talked about the financial savings. I won't go into further detail on those. The longest field-proven cloud solution. We had a massive argument in the office about grammar, so I think I've got a sentence there, but the essence of it is that some people are actually talking about developing cloud, some people are actually trialling cloud. Bromcom's had a cloud solution now for 9 years. Okay, so we're there, we've been there a long time. We're 100% focused on the UK education sector, and we're committed to meeting our customers' needs. James talked about development. We develop our software in a series of 2-week sprints when a customer has a good idea. So we revisit it after 2 weeks, and if it's good, we do another 2 weeks. So we don't get involved in massive projects that have the habit of going askew and ending up with something that doesn't really resemble what you requested in the first place. This is probably one of the diagrams I wanted to actually touch on in James's presentation. Probably in the past, Bromcom just dealt with schools here. Probably didn't understand local authority and MIS support teams as much as we needed to. You know, we weren't ready for you, and maybe you weren't ready for us. But we appreciate how that triangle works now, and we know that if we want to grow, we've got to grow along with all points. We can't just say, actually, we're going to slice these people out here and do all the work, all the support ourselves, because it's not in our interest. And as James has said, we don't want to grow our support team by 10s, 15s and 20s. If you've got the relationships, let's talk to you about you supporting Bromcom software and making sure that it doesn't financially disadvantage you and your SLAs are still viable. Okay, the last slide. Why work with Bromcom? Well, we can migrate data at a pace. Some of the reservations we've had in the past, James talked about, Oasis, DRET, and I think in the same 6-month period we had 40 single sites, so we did nearly 120 schools within 6 months. I don't think any other MIS supplier is migrating schools at that rate. That's G11, by the way. There are aggregate procurement savings in the G-Cloud 11 framework. We all want to improve standards and save money. That's what we're about. But we're all different. We're all unique. And I think what we need to do, if you like what you've heard today, is let's talk. We'll be in the bar later. We'll be making contact with you over the course of the next few weeks. And we'd love to come out with John or Jason and unleash them on you for 3 hours or so in the comfort of your office to actually see Bromcom in depth. Why not challenge us? James made a promise earlier, and I think Liz talked about it, how easy we find it to migrate software. Don't let that doubting that sort of stand in the way. Send us some data from a primary school. We'll migrate it for you, and you'll have an instance in the cloud. You can actually look at some data working. Send us your most problematical secondary school where you've got.
Like somebody should be on the Statue of Liberty.
Sorry. Yes.
Send us your disparate schools.
Yes. So the schools who always give you the most trouble with the data, get that data sent to us and let us migrate it for you. Okay. It only remains for me to thank you on behalf of Bromcom for giving up your time today. Thank you very much. We have run slightly over. Drinks and canapes will be served in bar 31, which is downstairs. And I think probably the last thing to do is put our hands together for the colleagues who've supported us today. Vanessa, Andy, Jim. It's not the easiest thing to present in front of people in education, as I know. Thank you very much.